Hey everyone, welcome back to WrestlePop.
Alright guys, here's an unlikely feud that you might not have seen coming. Eric Bischoff and Lance Storm are having a little bit of war of words. Now, Eric Bischoff has fired the first shots and we are eagerly awaiting Lance. But here's the thing, Eric said on his podcast 83 Weeks that Lance basically never even got to fulfill his 15 minutes of fame because he only made it to 7.5 minutes because he just didn't understand wrestling, didn't know how to talk on the mic, and just sucked all around.
Wow, oh wow, that's some major trash right there, man. Who knew there was heat between these guys? But apparently there is, because Eric Bischoff, usually on his podcast, I feel like he's very diplomatic. And so for him to say this, I think there's some kind of drama going on. Yeah, tension. And I think not really from back in the day. I believe it's from more like the past couple of years, because if you guys don't know, Lance Storm and Cyrus, they actually had a podcast where they were like dissecting wrestling. And maybe he said things about Bischoff that maybe Bischoff didn't like, right?
Yeah.
And maybe there's where all the heat comes from.
Yeah.
And here's what I think about all of this, because back in the day, Lance Storm, he could wrestle. So if you guys don't know, he and Chris Jericho actually started at the same time, at the same wrestling school and all that kind of stuff. Now, of course, Jericho could talk on the mic, and Lance Storm, he actually went to ECW, and there he was more like a wrestler, right? But when he got to WCW, he was on the mic. He had that whole "if I could be serious" gimmick, right? Which I loved. The Canada gimmick, which I loved. And I felt like he was really getting comfortable. Unfortunately, WCW failed. Then Vince McMahon bought out WCW, so Lance Storm was working at WWE for a while. I feel Vince never really gave him a chance that he deserved, because I think he was getting better on the mic. Unfortunately, Lance Storm retired and started his school, and the guy had really bad luck, guys. So if you don't know, he actually had his school going for a long time, and Chris Jericho spoke really highly of it. And here's the thing, about a year ago, right before the pandemic hit, he actually shut it down. He was gonna go work, Lance Storm that is, for the WWE as a producer, and then boom, the pandemic hit. Now he got laid off, and now he's not working, last I heard. So really bad luck. So it's really interesting that Eric Bischoff is saying this, because maybe there's some kind of drama, guys.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very tough break for him also. But even just to Eric's comments about, well, he sucked on the mic and he didn't know wrestling and all this and that. Like you said, he was getting better.
Yep.
And guys, if you've ever seen our earlier videos on here, we suck too.
Yes.
But sometimes you just have to do it until you get better and you bring out your charisma more and stuff. So I feel like that's just what he needed. He needed someone to foster that in him. And I bet that Eric just kind of was like, you know what? You suck from the get-go. I'm not going to give you any mentoring or tutorship or anything like that. So you just let him flounder.
I just think Eric Bischoff's judgment is clouded because of his personal feelings. So guys, here's the deal. We've said this in previous videos. If you're not on Twitter and you're a wrestling fan, you need to get on Twitter, because there's a lot of feuds going on. So you guys need to get on there, because Lance Storm, he's on there. Eric Bischoff, he's on there. They're gonna battle it out, dude. So don't miss out.
Alright guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, 5 Minute Eats, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.